Yeah, it's so funny. I found myself making such a big deal too about like.
Yeah, the world is so small till it ain't. I'm building up a wall till it break. She hate it when I call and it's late. I don't wanna keep you waiting. I hope I never keep you waiting. I think I know it all, but I don't. Why you always at the mall when you're broke? And I just wanna maybe dunk, but I've never been tall. Yeah, I might trip, I never fall. God knows I came close. Don't try this at home. I know I probably need to do better. Fuck whoever, keep my shit together. You never told me being rich was so lonely. Nobody know me. Oh well, hard to complain from this 5-star hotel. I'm always in a rush, I've been thinking too much, but keep it on the hush, no one need to know, just us. That's really all it takes. You don't need nothing but today, 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 yeah. The world is so small, till it ain't, till it ain't, till it ain't, till it ain't, yeah. I'm building up a wall, till it break, till it break, till it break, till it break, yeah. She hate it when I call, and it's late, and it's late, and it's late. I don't wanna keep you waiting. I hope I never keep you waiting. Yeah, dum, 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 dum. got a bad attitude, playing till I'm out of moves. No need for shame, I get more peace at slow speeds. Go beat the game, young control freak, it's cold in my veins. I'm below freezing, snow season made me. They know that I so need my space. Don't wanna grow old, so I smoke just in case. She say that I glow below the waist. In the stroke, that's just so PGA. All I got is a little bit of space and time, drawing shapes and lines of a world we made yet. Tomorrow may be right around the corner, but I swear it's gonna be worth it if I make you wait yet. There's somewhere above you, keep reaching up. That's really all it takes. We don't need nothing but today. Today. The world is so small, till it ain't, yeah. I'm building up a wall, until it break, yeah. She hate it when I call, and it's late. I don't wanna keep you waiting. I hope I never keep you waiting. 9 times out of 10 I get it wrong. That's why I wrote this song. Tell myself to hold on. I can feel my fingers slipping in a and I'll be gone. Do you want it all if it's all mediocre? Staring at the wall and a wall full of posters. Looking in my dreams, who I wanna be. I guess you gotta see it to believe. Who I've been a fool, but it's cool, that's what human beings do. Keep your eyes to the sky, never glued to your shoes. Guess there was a time when my mind was consumed, but the sun coming out now, clouds start to move. Don't tell me nothing but the truth. I'm tired, I don't got a spare second. Win or lose, I don't keep count, nobody checking.
Mic check. I think there it is. Oh, clap. All right. Welcome everybody to Rush Hour Rhythms, to Wednesday. We're getting this thing started. I have a very special guest with me today, the one and only King Khary. And so we're getting everything set up right now and final touches. So I'm going to play another Mac track for y'all. And yeah, we'll get this thing kicked off in just a second. So hold tight, tune in, and enjoy. So I'm glad y'all are here. Again, happy Wednesday. This is Diggy Dutch, and I got King Khary with me today. So we're going to have a good old time, and we'll get this thing started in a few minutes. All right, folks, see you soon.
9 times out of 10 I get it wrong. That's why I wrote this song. Tell myself to hold on. I can feel my fingers slipping in a motherfucking instant, I'll be gone. Do you want it all if it's all mediocre? Staring at the wall and a wall full of posters. Looking in my dreams, who I wanna be. I guess you gotta see it to believe. Who I've been a fool, but it's cool, that's what human beings do. Keep your eyes to the sky, never glued to your shoes. Guess there was a time when my mind was consumed, but the sun coming out now, clouds start to move. Don't tell me nothing but the truth. I'm tired, I don't got a spare second. Win or lose, I don't keep count, nobody checking. Thank you, guys. That's Thundercat on the shaker. Beautiful job, bro. It's beautiful. All right. I think I'm supposed to talk in between, but I don't know. Let's just like stand here and exchange looks. I mean, that's what. All right. Oh yeah, this song's called "What's the Use." That was called Small Worlds. All right, that's enough talking. We're good. Solid. You've heard enough. All right. Yeah. Yeah, you can love it, you can leave it, saying nothing without it. Yeah, don't let them keep you down. What if I don't need it, but there's something about it, yeah, and that just freaks me out. Yeah, I just want another minute with it. Fuck a little, what's the use, yeah. Never superficial, you gon' know it when it hits you. Get a little sentimental when I'm off the juice, yeah. Yeah. Okay, we colder than the breeze, but the breeze ain't blowing like me, motherfucker. Hold up. You don't need to hold up. And I can show you what it seems, what it is, what it truly might be. Nothing that you know of. And you don't need to hold up. Cause I'm so above and beyond. Take drugs to make it up, way up where we on. Space shuttle Elon. Time we don't waste much. Fuck when we wake up. Then I have her sang just like Celine Dion. Catch me if you can, but you never catch me. Damn. Whole lot of yes I am. All the way in with no exit plan. Already left in the jet, don't land. Yeah, the time is ticking. Come take a ride, get inside. This is highly different. I'm talking fly, got a pilot with him. Yeah. Can I mind my business? Why you tripping? Give you something that your eyes can witness. Ooh. Too close. I don't understand why you're doing the most. You can love it, you can leave it. I'm saying nothing without it. Yeah, don't let them keep you down. What if I don't need it? There's something about it, and that just freaks me out. Yeah. I just want another minute with it. Fuck a little, what's the use, yeah? What's the use, yeah? Never superficial, you gon' know it when it hit you. Get a little sentimental when I'm off the juice, yeah, yeah. Well, I'ma give you what you came for. You know, work too hard to have a clue who you are. Set the bar so far, but bar, we can parlay all day. Crib long range with the yard. I know I should probably pray more, but you gotta love me. Cause I say that they spend money. When I had nothing, shit, it wasn't so funny. Made a promise to the homies, nobody go hungry. Look how far we came. Still they throwing dirt on my name, but it never worried my brain. Heads turning like a hurricane, swerving till the sun get up out of my shade. They don't get the picture, cut them out of that frame. Shit, I'm up 30 down, mile plus change. It's been a while, but I'm down till I'm out. And it is what it is till it ain't. What if I don't need it? Something about it that just freaks me out, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I just want another minute with it. Fuck a little, what's the use, yeah? What's the use, yeah? Never superficial, you gon' know it when it hit you. Get a little sentimental when I'm off the juice, yeah. Make a little bit more noise for Thundercat one time, you know what I mean?
Make a little more noise for Mac.
All right. So should fill time. I'll introduce you to
Okay.
the band.
All right. Thank you, Mac. All right, folks. I hope y'all are having a good afternoon. Welcome to Rush Hour Rhythms. It is another Sunday, and as you can see, I have somebody here with me, the one and only King Khary. We're going to do a little interview a little bit after his set that he's going to play. I'm going to play a little bit of 45s for y'all right now out of my collection. I've been digging through a couple things. I have a big old crate of 45s down here on the floor that I haven't gotten to play in a long time and haven't really gone through. So after doing a show with Khary for his stream a few weeks ago, it got me digging in my 45s a lot more and got me more intrigued with it. I even bought a new little hi-fi system from Breakaway. Shout out Breakaway. Every show, I think we shout them out. Sponsorship, baby. But yeah, no, I've been getting more into it, so I've been really enjoying these Wednesdays. It wasn't intentional to start, kind of me playing 45s to start out the set or playing wax by any means. But it's kind of become a thing, and Khary, you really inspired that, which is really, really dope. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this started. I'll let Khary get his things a little organized and ready to go. And yeah, so happy Wednesday, Midriff Wednesday, I call it with my shirt today. But hope y'all are having a good one, and we're gonna kick back and enjoy. What do I got? I got a little Willie Hutch coming. Let's see what we got here.
Yo, you inspired me to break out the 45s as well, bro.
Oh yeah, nice, nice. Hell yeah, Khary brought some good jams today. But yeah, this one's Willie Hutch. Willie Hutch, keep jamming. So let's get to it.
Situation dictates the makings of a good time. Your body's swaying, and I hear it saying, "Come on, let's get it on." Come in, my sweet baby, so you and I can have a party. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Ooh. Love at first sight. It seems like a dream, lady. Seems I've entered the path to paradise. If there's a chance for romance, I feel love at first glance. With you, I can sure get down. So come here, my sweet girl, let's you and I get to jamming.
here. This one right here is the one and only ABC Crew. This is Peg by Brian Ellis. All right. I feel like I'm on a radio show after each song. That was Peg by Brian Ellis and ABC. Bring out my 50s radio voice. Next up, I got "Wait for Me" by Slave. Let's get this one going. All right, folks. It's so weird we can't hear ourselves here in the office. I don't have our mic running through our booth, so I'm just kind of talking out. So hopefully this sounds good. But right now I'm gonna introduce y'all to Khary, the one and only King Khary. I think your mic's on.
Check, check, check. You hearing me? Yep.
Yep.
Think so?
Yeah, I think so. Let me see, make sure it's on. Yep, you should be good.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, all right. So Khary, tell me a little bit about kind of what you brought today. We'll do a full interview in a little bit, but
Yeah.
tell me about the vibes for today, man.
Well, you know, when I had you on a couple weeks ago at Sunday Sessions, you came through with a handful of 45, so I felt it's only appropriate. And just much like you, when you shared with me that they were special, these are also special to me. These are from my late homie Noom. You know, me and the homie, like, we were just nerd collectors, and I inherited his record collection. But I have some 45s, but I didn't have as many as him, and I still am going through them. So it was like kind of, you inspired me to like go, okay, take a day and sit with the 45. So I bought, like, man, homie and I think so much alike, because he has some like choice cuts in here that I'm excited to play.
That'd
So
have been like, oh man, like those would have been like, oh man, like those are the ones you would have picked anyway, kind of thing.
Yeah,
like just
yeah.
very similar. I love that.
Seriously, like going through them was like going through a memory lane of us. Like we would go, and you know, not many friends can appreciate what it's like to dig and like just get lost in records for hours. Like I've learned my lesson not to take a date going digging or something. Like so, you know, we would get lost in it, and then we'd like look up occasionally and go. And I was just like having that memory of him. I was like putting on a record and going, oh yeah, I could see his face with the smirk, like holding up the find that he had. So
it's crazy how music can bring you back to so many different times, or remind you of so many people, and just good memories and stuff. I think that's one of the things that I love just about music in general. I tell people all the time, a lot of things remind me of my mom. My mom's still alive, but a lot of things that you wouldn't think of songs that I play remind me of my mom or my dad or different places I was at and things like that. So that's really, really dope, man. I'm really excited to kind of hear what you got today. I'm going to let you set up and get going. I'm going to let Isley out because she's whining over there. But, man, thank y'all for tuning in. We're still getting everything up and running. What up, Nicko? We see you in the chat. Oh, Khary's a little muffled. Okay. Oh, yeah, let's put that right at the center of... Yeah, right there. Thank you, Nicko, for the tip. I appreciate it.
always in the producer mode. Shout out Nicko. He helps me produce the Sunday Sessions. So I see you. Thank you for jumping in the chat and still giving us advice.
Yeah, great. Trust me, it's greatly appreciated. I love it. I always wonder if my sound level's all right without me running to the other room to go hear. But dope, folks. We're gonna get this going. And Khary, I'll let you get started. I'll check the sound levels out front.
Dope.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So, just queuing through,
Going through.
records, making sure I get and not lose. Diggy and I were talking about this little tip to keep your sleeves under your record. So I'm gonna try doing that because I always tend to lose these little 45 little sleeves. So here's a tip. You put this on your platter, put your 45 adapter down, The record sits right on top, ensuring you won't lose your 45 sleeve. Great pro tip, Diggy.
Yeah, it helps.
Little Donna Summer for y'all.
Take me on a journey to the center of your heart. Let me make the journey on a journey to the center of your heart. I wanna go south. I wanna go. I wanna go south. I wanna go. Oh, let me go south. I wanna go. I wanna go. Yeah. If you wanna travel across the borders of your mind. If you wanna travel across the borders of your mind. I wanna go. Please let me go. I wanna go. Please let me go. Take me on a journey to the bottom of your soul. Take me on a journey to the bottom of your soul. I wanna go south. I wanna go. I wanna go south. I wanna go. Oh, let me go south. I wanna go. Oh, let me go.
Little Earth, Wind, and Fire coming through a little crackly, and it lets you know it's real.
Midnight
I was born in Kaufman County, Texas. That is in 11th of September, 1886. Come to California in 1906. I didn't have to go to World War I. I was too old for World War II. One good thing that I've always been proud of, I was the youngest in the family, and the rest was all married, and I've taken good care of my mother and father as long as they lived. There's a feller up here at the post office one day, he's a pet him. I says to him, "That dog, you have no idea how smart he is. I just thought I'd tell you. You ain't telling me nothing. I know all about it." Kids would come here. "We want to hear old Ted."
Yo, I hope Diggy and I are picking up your Wednesday vibes, and y'all are doing it well out there. Drop a comment in the chat and let us know y'all are listening.
Now here you go again. You say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it. But listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. In the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost, and what you had and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Say when they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, your love.
I have never been so much in love before. What a difference how true love made in my life. So nice and so right. Lovers come and then lovers go. That's what the people say. Don't they know that I'm there when you love me and hold me and say you care? What we have is much more than they can see. And what we have is much more than they can see. Yeah. Baby, what we have is much more than they can see. Oh, baby, whoa, oh, yeah. could mean so much. Ooh, what a difference. And when we walk hand in hand, I feel so real. Love has come and then lovers go. That's what the people say. Don't they know? They're not there when you love me and hold me and say you care. And what we have is much more than they can see. Yes, what we have is much more than they can see. And what we have is much more than they can see. Oh, oh, oh yeah.
Yo, George Benson, what a vibe. I'm just playing old cuts that remind me of my mama and my papa, and I hope y'all are having a good Wednesday out there, and we uplifting your vibes.
Not in the way that you hold me. It's not in the way you say you care.
Excuse a little vinyl noise. That's how you know it's real.
Not in the way you've been treating my friend. It's not in the way that you stare to the end. It's not in the way you look or the things that you say that you do. For the line, love isn't always on time. Oh, oh, oh. For the line, love isn't always on time. Oh, oh, oh. It's not in the words that you told me to say. It's not in the way you say your mind. Ooh. It's not in the way that you came back to me. It's not in the way that your love set me free. It's not in the way you look or the things that you say that you do. For the lie, love isn't always on time. Oh, oh, oh. For the lie, love isn't always on time. Oh, oh, oh. Not in the words that you told me. It's not in the way you say your mind. Ooh. It's not in the way that you came back to me.
Shout out Diggy for the coffee, and this cup's a vibe too. But you know, a little bit of a coffee addict. Every Sunday session is me making coffee.
Love isn't always on time. Love isn't always on time. For the line, love isn't always on time. Love isn't always on time. Love isn't always on time. Oh, oh, oh.
Shout out Diggy for encouraging me to break out my 45s here.
Everybody on the floor and boogie. 'Cause you are no exception to the rule.
Yeah, man, Mark, you're right. The nostalgia, it's bringing out childlike vibes to me. And shout out to you for tuning in, and those of you all tuning in, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know you're feeling it.
There's no time to waste. Let's get the show on the road. Listen to the music and let your body move. The sooner we begin, the longer we got to groove. Just listen to the music and let your body groove. You roll on the floor, 'cause we're gonna boogie again. Till we can't boogie no more, no more, no more, no more. Baby, you just can't boogie, yeah. Oh, bass player.
This will be the last 45.
Nice. Shout out to Khary, man. Y'all make some noise in the chat for the one and only King Khary today. This has been absolute pleasure and a vibe today. We're going to have him switch over. He's going to do a little bit of digital tracks in just a minute. But, man, these 45s have been fucking phenomenal. Bring me back home, man. Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning cleaning.
Yup.
Also, big shout Grease in the chat, Austin the DJ, and Nicko. Everybody up in the chat today. We appreciate y'all, man. We gonna get back to it.
Sure feel good, yeah.
Yo, like Diggy said, this will be my last 45, and I'm gonna switch over to my laptop and get into the digital era.
Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike.
Listen to that vinyl noise.
Bicycle. I want to ride it where I like. You say black, I say white. You say bar, I say bite. You say shark, I say him. And George was never my scene, and I don't like Star Wars. You say Rose, I say Royce. You say God, give me a choice. I say Lord, I say Christ. I don't believe in Peter Pan, Frankenstein, or Superman. All I wanna do is bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle.
So this song reminds me every time of just the movie How High when they steal the bicycle in it. It's my favorite. Right when you played it, I was like, oh my god.
man. If I can't see you when I want, I'll see you when I can. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. Am I wrong to fall so deeply in love with you? Lord, I got a wife and 2 little children depending on me too. Am I wrong to hunger for the gentleness of your touch? Lord, I got someone else in time needs me just as much. And are you wrong to give your love to a married man? And am I wrong to try to hold on to the best thing I ever had? If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right.
Yo, shout out Anton Ellis, one of my favorite dub reggae rocksteady artists. I've been on kind of dub reggae kick lately, and yeah, Anton Ellis vibe.
Are you wrong to give your love to a married man? And am I wrong to try to hold on to the best thing I ever had? If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right. If loving you is wrong, I don't wanna be right.
All right, time to pick it up a little bit.
Push it, watch me work it. I'm perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, watch me work it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, watch me work it. I'm perfect. 1, 2.
Poppin' my collar. Since I can remember, I've been working these hoes and then put my money in my hand. Ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar, popping my collar, popping my collar. Ever since I can remember, I've been working these hoes and then put my money in my hand.
Now when it comes to getting bread, I got the keys to the bakery. A lot of dudes swear they playing, they some fakery. Let me catch a girl about some working in my sight. Never believe I'm gonna be at you in the daylight with a flashlight. I'm trying to get paid, however money is made. A lot of dudes like to pay ladies to get laid. For me, I ain't no pimp, I just love to borrow. Take from a bad bitch, a ugly bitch, a model. Real.
Well, you know me by the juice, man. Hanging out with big trees, standing on the porch, drinking liquor, drunk, smoking weed, trying to get a paycheck, but work for ain't came yet. That's why I stay in a girl ear to keep that pussy wet, so I can get paid and relax in the shade and say fuck a 9 to 5. Cause a nigga tired of slay. It's never easy for a player in the hood on the come up. If I meet a gal with 3 kids or more, she get done up.
Ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar, popping my collar, popping my collar. Ever since I I can remember, I've been working these hoes and they better put my money in my head. Ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar, popping my collar, popping my collar. Ever since I can remember, I've been working these hoes and they better put my money in my head.
He speeding the right, fall his hand on my coochie. He touching a millio poochie. Tell me you'll never wanna lose me. 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 Tell me you'll never. Speeding no right, fall his hand on my coochie. Doing good, bitch, I'm Gucci. When we fucking, it feel like a movie. Be still on a hoe, I like my nigga bougie. Tell me you'll never wanna lose me.
Yeah. Hey. Big for now. It's a check. I got a job. Yeah. Hey. 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 I got the chopper. It's in like opera. I make it swoon the bitch. They know my name when I swear the lanes. They still ask who that is. She on the Molly at the house party. Hope she don't play the kid. Can't hear my phone, I'm on airplane mode, I'm still on 2%. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, no. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, right now, right now.
I says on them, they buy it, they nibbling, they lying, they fearing it, they childish, they treasuring, they quiet, they whispering, they dying, I'm killing them, they dry, I'm dripping it, they crying, no tissue man.
Hey, I got the chopper, it's in like opera, I make it swoon the bitch. They know my name when I swear the lanes, they still ask who that is. She on the Molly at the house party, hope she don't play the kid. Can't hear my phone, I'm on airplane mode, I'm still on 2%. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, no. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now.
Man, let me call you back. I'm doing something important, trying to get these racks. New day, new flight that I'm boarding. All of my bitches important. I seen you call, I ignored it. I got 10 toes on the pavement, but my mind is in orbit. Gorgeous.
I say a prayer to bless mine. This ain't a quiz, don't test mine. I ain't in woods, but I get high. You ain't a mental, you get by. Yeah, I ain't tripping off of nothing, you know I'ma get it. Yeah, I ain't tripping off of nothing, you know that I'm winning.
Hey, I got the chopper, it's in like opera, I make it swoon the bitch. They know my name when I swear the lanes, they still ask who that is. She on the Molly at the house party, hope she don't play the kid. Can't hear my phone, I'm on airplane mode, I'm still on 2%. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, no. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, yeah. Don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now, don't hit me right now.
but less drifter. Separate sipping, and you know I came with it. If she cute with her lips shut and tits like missiles, act right, you can get the Nissan Sentra. Nickel 9 gripper for all you jack rippers. The driver inside got a license to hit ya. Hop up out the pot and get your top rhyme licked up. We survive shit you can only catch a whiff of. Locked in way before the top 10 when I had the mutton chop shades and the wide brim on a different wave that I came in the game on. When I levitate, grab my sneakers and hang on. Young, but I still got sons in the game, but they not like the one with a dot in his name. If it's locking, it's gotta be knowledge you made it. The wildest applause when we hop on these stages. Go and get your Teflon vest on, but once we let off this track list, that shit gon' blow your chest off. When the last time that you heard a sound this hard? Compliments and knowledge in the motherfucking. And we can go toe to toe. Anyone you know, young or old, get drove in the hearses. I just did the Super Bowl halftime show with the goats. Why the fuck would I wanna do a versus? That's like comparing T-ball to the MLB. Y'all out of your league, we not the same person. I'll be doing this till I'm about 86, old as a bitch, holding my dick, fucking on the nurses.
Okay, so for all you ravers out there, I'm an old drum and bass head, so we're gonna get into it. I'm never at the big stage. I'm off in the tent, in a hoodie, with my friends.
To protect it, I won't let go. I know I'ma grow to the sky, from the flow to the sky, from the flow.
Rasta. Who is Rastafari? Every I stand Rastafari. I and I. Rastafari. I. Selassie I. Rastafari is sun, moon, and star. Rastafari is everywhere you are. Snow, wind, rain. Here comes Rastafari again.
Yo, hope y'all feeling vibes. I know it hopefully picked up your heart rate a little bit. Drum and bass. Yo, shout out the whole footwork movement. Shout out DJ Rashad, rest in peace. 10 years after the anniversary of his death. And this whole movement was a vibe too. Disclaimer, we're just having fun playing music here, guys. Stop taking down the streets.
drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop, 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 drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop, 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 drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop, 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 drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop, 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 drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop, 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 drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop it, drop, 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 drop it, 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 drop
All right, folks. I hope y'all been having a good day, a good and beautiful Wednesday we have here, hanging out with homies and friends and playing good music. I'm gonna switch up the studio in just a second. We are gonna do an interview with one and only King Khary and see what you got going on and things of that nature. And yeah. So while I do that, let's throw on one more record. Let's see what I got here. What can I pull? What can I pull from the wall?
Who do we have locked in?
Oh, we got a few people on.
Shout out Nicko, still in there.
Oh yeah.
Austin the DJ.
I'm gonna pull a little
Mark Reese.
Sonny and the Sunliners. Really great, just phenomenal group. I love all of their stuff. And it's always just been so good. So I'll play this while we switch up the studio. But I hope y'all enjoy. Hope y'all been enjoying. And welcome to Rush Hour Rhythms. Yes, I did change my outfit. That's right. All right, three outfit changes in one. All right, I'm gonna switch this up. Y'all enjoy the views of Austin, and we'll get to this interview in just a second. All right. All right, folks, how are y'all feeling out there? That right now you are listening to the one and only Sonny and the Sunliners off the album The Missing Link. Man, this is a jam. I'm gonna let this play out, this song, and then we'll get everything kicked off with Khary, man. Thank y'all for tuning in and sticking around, man. It's been a good and beautiful fucking day. All right, folks. Again, that was Sonny and the Sunliners. Let me get this view going. Bam! All right. Let me see. I don't know if I want our thing. Let's.
Dig, you're such a great radio host. Such a host.
That's what I do. That's what I like to do. You know what? We will go with it. I like the lines. So, bear with me. This is the first time doing this as far as doing interviews or having a guest on this show. Something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and really enjoy doing, and I love speaking to other DJs and musicians and just people in general. If you don't know me, if you couldn't tell, I like to talk a lot. So I also like to listen, and I like to hear people's stories and kind of kind of in the Marvel universe we call that an origin story. So I always like hearing origin stories about where people kind of began and their upbringing with music. You know, mine's always been always been a funny story whenever I tell people when I'm interviewed. So it's always nice to kind of hear that from others. So with that being said, this is King Khary. We're gonna get to know him. But yeah, welcome to the stream.
Yeah,
this
dude.
is so informal because I've never done this, but it's super fun. I really enjoy. I watch Conan a lot, so I try to learn to be a good host and interviewer from him.
Well, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm so happy you're doing this, and I'm glad that we could give a little inspiration, influence to help you kickstart back your stream, because like this is a cool vibe, and I look forward to now having something to watch on my Wednesdays. So,
man, hump day.
Yeah, and shout out your cozy, humble abode too. Like,
thank you.
It looks so awesome in here, and it's a reflection of your personality.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a big mixture of me and my fiance, of things that we love, our records, and things that I collect. I'm not a hoarder, but I just collect I collect things that I like. I try to leave it to a limit. So, but I definitely appreciate that, man. Yeah, our home is your home, man. So we're glad you're here. So first off, tell the people a little bit about you if they don't know you. I know you from back in our days of working at one of the production and DJ schools here in town, right in the middle of downtown, and that's how we kind of met and got to know each other a little bit. You were more on the production side when I was there. I was always in the big DJ room, just kind of cutting it up all day. But we kind of got to know each other while we're there. as years gone by, we both kind of left that company and kind of were doing our own thing. So we haven't seen each other in a long time. And I just like to know, tell the people a little bit about you. I'm happy to learn a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's weird. Yeah, right in the middle of us starting the interview.
I don't. I give it some time too for people to drop back in. That whilst I'm checking in on my phone, happens. I've been here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Awesome. Well, that it works this way because now we don't have to worry about it getting pulled for music, and we can actually just have your interview now straight up. So let's kickstart it again, and people will tune in.
Yeah, I'm checking to see if you back up.
Should be back up. Yeah, there we are.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we're back up live. Sorry for the mild interruption. We lost connection, as it does sometimes with servers and with YouTube. This has been one of the longer shows that we've run. But just quick introduction again. Welcome to Rush Hour Rhythms every Wednesday. I am your host. I'm Diggy Dutch. Been doing this for a little while. This man to my left is the one and only King Khary. We know each other through working together at a school here, a DJ and production school. We didn't get to know each other super well while we were working. We were always in kind of two different areas. You were more on the production side. I was more on the DJ side in the big room all day. But I love to interview people, and I love to get to know more about people and where they're from. And like I said earlier, origin stories I always enjoy. So if you can, before the interruption, what I asked was tell people a little bit about your music journey, kind of your upbringing with music, your influences and things of that nature, and then we'll kind of go from there.
Yeah. So, hello everyone. I'm King Khary. It's Khary, and I know that you might be thinking my parents are very creative, which they are, but that loosely translates to son of the king, hence the play on name King Khary. But yeah, I've spent a lot of my most of my time has been as a musician before I even touched the turntables, and it was a great time meeting you in that journey, working at the music school that we both worked at. But I'm first gen, son of two Caribbean immigrants from the island of Trinidad and Tobago. Shout out Trinis.
Shout out.
And I was born in Queens, New York, and moved to Texas at a young age, probably like 11, 12. So I've spent most of my time in Texas, San Antonio. And I'm the son of a father who was a professional musician. My dad is bass player. He is cut his teeth playing with even some of the greats like Jimmy Cliff. He's played alongside and opened for a lot of great artists as well. And that at an early age, you can imagine. Although many people think my dad pushed me into music, he never did. It was that when I started getting into like middle school, high school, and I was picking up his thousands of dollars bass, where he was like, all right, maybe it's time to go get you your first P bass as a teenager. And that was it. That was all I needed. And I was immersed. By the time I hit high school, I was in 4 different bands, playing guitar, and getting into the art of recording at the time where it was not as popular, or I would say as accessible. Like
around what time frame, kind of year frame was this?
This was okay. So I'll even shout out like back where in San Antonio, where I knew this was like. I had caught the bug. So like I said, I was playing in 4 bands, and I'm gonna age myself here. This was like 99, when I was like getting out of high school and also doing like trying to keep up with my schoolwork, and all these my ADHD brain is grabbing at every facet of the cultures and music that I heard growing up, from Caribbean parents and being turned on to. Not just because they're Caribbean, just all sorts of music. My dad, much like us, had a large record collection, so I may be listening to reggae and dub and Caribbean music, calypso, soca, and the next day he's playing Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, and I loved digging through his records, so naturally DJing became a part of that. And in '99, I used to frequent this shop in San Antonio called Underground Sounds, right?
I know of it. I think. Are they still open? No, they
No,
they closed down, right?
They closed, which is an interesting, I guess, kind of birth story for me. On their closing, I was the kid that would spend hours in the record store and got to know the owner fairly well. And one day, I remember him going to the back and pulling aside the curtain, and he had a studio. And already, when I was playing in bands, playing guitar, I was playing in many rock bands and stuff. But production was like being a kid of the birthplace of hip hop in New York. I always knew I would get into more involved with production. And before that, I was doing like little beat machines and tape recorders. But I pulled back, and he has like a G4 Mac, a whole desk, a whole rig. And that, when I saw it, it was like my eyes like blew up, and I was like, "Oh, you have a studio?" And he was like, "Yeah, the record shop. We kind of moonlight and make our own records and beats. Like we're a house production label, and here's some of our records and stuff." And I was like, "Oh, that's so ill." So anytime I would come in the record shop to go buy records, I would then go ask him 1,000,001 questions about production.
Oh man, yeah, that must have been the big spark on kind of seeing that. I remember back in the day. I don't think I got to see real music production, like a real music production setup. Maybe until my mid-20s, mid late 20s, and I was producing at that time. So I can only imagine how that felt to see it and have somebody to pick knowledge from. I was always kind of on my own. So,
yeah.
But that's what was it? What was the gentleman's name again?
Oh man, I feel so bad because I cannot remember it. But here's the I guess the birth story for me in production is, man, I really, if anybody knows Underground Sound and can remember the owner, shout out and let me know. But at one point, I walk in the record store and I see it's going out of business. So it was a little heartbreaking. I walk in and I was like, no.
Every time.
What's going on? This is like a place. And he was like, we've had a good run, but I think I'm going to go into the family business. I'm moving back to Corpus. Everything has to go. And I was like, oh, man. And he was like, you know what, though? Tell you what, the studio in the back, the Pro Tools TDM rig, Logic, which wasn't even owned by Apple yet, and this Mac G4, I'll sell it to you for $1,500 because I know you're itching to learn more. And that at that time,
wow.
Music production gear, and this was like really the early dawn of like computer-based.
The digital age of production.
Yeah.
Yeah. Early Pro Tools, you said, right?
Yep. Pro Tools, TDM, which was like the high-end stuff. You had to have an interface and plugged in SCSI into the back of the Mac.
Oh, man.
And this thick multi-book manual of and multiple discs, like 10 discs of Logic. And it was owned by, I think, a Danish company, eMagic. Apple didn't even own them yet.
I didn't know that.
And he was like, whole system, $1,500, because I know how passionate you seem about it, and we got to get rid of it. And I had just gotten money. I just graduated from college, and my mom had given me money to put on a down payment on a car. But no, I went in and I bought that instead. And so my summer.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Shout out, Mom. Thank you for allowing me to do that. My summer, rather than going out and hanging in the homies and riding a new whip, was me locked away in my garage, learning and reading and combing through Pro Tools and Logic manuals, and asking my homies to come over if they want to record their band.
Oh my God.
And that's how it started for me. That was 99, 2000, somewhere around there.
Holy shit. Yeah, I think wow. Yeah, if y'all, something real fun to know about Khary. Khary is just a tech wizard on every time I speak to him, I learned something new about the tech world of something, and I didn't know that Logic wasn't owned completely all the time, the whole time through Apple. I didn't know it was acquired. That's so interesting. So I always love these little fun like factual quibs that I did not know about, that nobody else probably cares about, but I love it.
Oh yeah.
That's dope. So very, very, very dope. So what? Follow that up with kind of what have you been yeah, what have you been working on lately?
Yeah.
So well, actually, you know what? Let's go into this. Um, so that was kind of your production realm. What kind of brought you into the DJ world?
Yeah. So great question. So naturally, like, and I think this is the case for a lot of people. Like I shared, my background was uh, a son of a father that was a musician, so I was always a musician, and guitar was my instrument, and just cut my teeth playing with a lot of bands. Um, but again, I was born in Queens, New York, and I always had a great appreciation for the art form of hip hop, boom bap beats, and naturally, as you fall into the digital realm of like, oh, now I have access to not just record, I can take these sounds, craft, and then make stuff. I kind of naturally fell into like wanting to make my own stuff, and then just already collecting records, I had found a great used deal of 2 techs, and that was the start of the journey. So shortly after, and I really didn't even really start truly DJing until after high school, and like cutting my teeth with others. I also didn't realize that the, I got into electronic music, but my concept of electronic music early on was the idea that it was just repetitive, 4/4 house, and then I discovered Aphex Twin, and I discovered like all of this stuff. And I remember like really discovering this other echelon of electronic music, and was at work one day, and somebody was like, "Yeah, it seems like you like electronic music. Want to go to a rave?" And I was like,
Oh,
"Okay,
man.
I guess so." At the time, who was the headliner? It was probably Paul Oakenfold and Tiesto. I was like,
Wow.
"This is cool. I don't know if it's my vibe." The headliners just went on, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll catch up with y'all." And then out in the distance is this like little tent glowing, and I'm just hearing the sub bass, sub boom, 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 and I was like, that almost sounds like somebody's trunk playing hip hop. Let me go check it out, and I discovered drum and bass, and that was it.
Oh man, that ooh, I think the first time that's oh man, I can only imagine hearing drum and bass for the first time in that atmosphere and in that kind of area. I think the first time I ever heard it was I've been in Austin for roughly maybe 10 years, if not more, almost 10, about to be 10. But I think it was old school Plush back in the day. I think it was the first time I really felt in taken on fully by that sound. So man, that must have been a dream to just be in that kid, because I was in a small room, but to be in that and to feel it like that, that's oh man.
Well, that pretty much accelerated my DJing, and I already like knew I wanted to be somewhat of like appreciate the art of turntablism, like growing up in New York and seeing people juggle and cut. And I think it was that, and then also discovering DJ Craze at the same time, where I was like, all right, this is it. This is it. And then from there, I was like addicted.
And it's like nothing you'd ever heard before at the time either. So it's just kind of mind blowing to hear these sounds. That's amazing. Yeah, I have a bunch of stories of different times I've heard for the first time, hearing a lot of different genres, and it's kind of blown my mind. But it's so cool how we all can have these upbringings of different music involved in our lives, whether through our parents or our siblings, others, and then sometimes just in these realms of things that we're at, we just so happen to kind of stumble upon these things that end up changing our whole mindset of music.
For sure.
Especially for you in being in the production world and then dabbling in the DJ world at that time, and then kind of going with it. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And speaking of DJing, so let's thank you so much for blessing us with a really great set today, in the music, and telling us a little bit about the music that you played, and kind of how it inspired you and kind of where it was from. That was really, really amazing. And I wanted to tell you thank you for having me on your stream.
Oh, dude.
A few weeks ago. Really, really enjoyed being there. Him and his creative partner Nicko just did a phenomenal job. Made me feel super at home when I was there. And as Khary kind of spoke on earlier, and I spoke on a few shows earlier, just really inspired kind of to kick this off again, kind of doing a stream and really kind of going for it and really sticking to that fucking schedule because that is the hard. This is only week 3 and this shit is hard to keep.
Dude, if
scheduled.
any of y'all watching this and think it's easy and it's easy to be consistent, go ahead and try. Go ahead and try.
It's, dude, I do a crap ton of, we were talking about this before the show started today, and I do a bunch of shows all the time, and I have gigs all the time, but man, doing something at home and setting up and doing this way is really, really hard to kind of keep going. So for y'all to speak on that, tell me kind of a little bit about the background with you and Nicko on kind of about the stream, about the show, and kind of what your objective is with it, kind of where y'all are at, and what inspired it, as where it's kind of where it's going in the future.
Yeah. Thanks, man. A funny story. It all happened kind of serendipitously, and just as well as you're like describing the inspiration and that apparently left you with and do it to start the stream again. I feel the same way. Like having you on as my first guest allowed me to feel like what I'm doing with trying to make hold myself accountable of doing like this show with the weekly mix and having guests on, and you blessed us with that set as our first guest too. Kind of
episode 3. That's how we run it.
Exactly. I knew I was gonna do the first few episodes just to like shake out the nerves and like get something up out there, but like I ran into you at South by Southwest a couple of months ago, just as you were getting off playing your set at the Scratch Bastard Barbecue, and I had already been thinking about the type, not just any DJ, but the type of guests that they just have. Not only do they DJ, and I think DJing as a culture is it's beautiful. It's way more accessible than I think when you and I started, and there's so many people that are getting into it. But I also love when I see somebody DJing and their personality really comes out of it. So I knew when I ran into you that I wanted you on the stream, and you blessed us as a first guest. And you know,
much appreciated. I loved it.
Really, the intent, like I've had a really wild journey the last couple of years. I left the corporate 9 to 5, working for the biggest tech company in the world. But prior to that, I was also simultaneously we were teaching at the DJ Music Production School, and I had a couple life events, losing some really great friends, changing relationship. It made me like just kind of reflect on, who am I? What keeps me happy? What allows me to wake up in the day? And one of the things when I had moved into the place that I'm at right now, where if you watch the Sunday sessions, I'm right in the middle of my living room, and over the years, I felt like I was becoming a little jaded about the thing that brings me the most joy in the world, which is like just being a fan of music, listening to music, and then trying to craft something else from that. So in so many ways, when I started Sunday Session, it was really started from a selfish journey of me just wanting to discipline myself to get back in the habit of practicing and like playing music, just waking up on Sunday and playing the records or whatever I'm vibing to that week. And as I started to do it, I found myself rekindling that love of like what it was like being a teenager and just playing and letting the whole day go away just playing music, right? So in
absolutely
so many ways,
those are good days.
It's just a love letter to the art of DJing, really, is what I'm trying to do.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to take a short break, a one-song break, and we'll get right back to it. right, folks, we are back from our quick break. That's right. I'm in my in my host voice now. Key thing to learn: don't drink 2 coffees and a large water right before an interview, because you will have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the interview. All right, so welcome back, Khary. So a little bit off camera, we were just speaking kind of about things, and right before the break, you were telling us about the show as a love letter, and really wanting to get back into practicing and really just getting back into that. The repetition and keeping on schedule with it and really immersing yourself back in it. But when we're talking off camera, there's a few other things that you've been really immersing yourself in lately. So we spoke a little bit and mentioned your creative partner Nicko that help you out, that y'all partner with and do y'all stream with. But y'all got a little bit of other things kind of cooking up in the works. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So this past year at the top of the year saw me leaving the 9-to-5 desk job to I've always had one foot in the water of just being a creative, but I was not getting any younger, and life is short, and I want to wake up every morning doing what fulfills me in my cup. So along with it, just doing Sunday sessions, which again is just really documenting my journey, hanging out with cool homies. I jumped into working with my good friend Nicko, and we started a creative media company where we're not only using all the facets of our skill sets from filmmaking, videography, helping others that we feel we want to elevate their voice within the community, small businesses to other people doing creative projects. That's why I'm so happy to pass on some of the energy to you right now and inspire you to do things, because I do. I think there are a lot of people's voices that deserve to be heard, and if I could add a little bit of inspiration or giving them a platform, that's what I do. So I have a couple of clients that we're doing video filmmaking work, but I'm also equally making sure that I pour back into I'll do things for others, 2 or 3 things for others, but doing something that fulfills me too. And part of that is me going back into not only music, but production, being an artist and a musician and a recording artist. So I'm working on producing a lot of stuff in that same kind of vibe of what I was doing, a tinge between hip hop, beat oriented stuff to electronic stuff. And I've always, I cannot, the mentor in me, shout out Bruce here, the cat, and the DJ, I've had the mentor kind of teaching mentality in me my entire life, and that comes from my mother and my father. I come from a family of teachers, so I I think I have something to say, and I want to give back to this new era of people that have the tools accessible in making music, especially in. I am not scared of the evolution of technology, and as I shared, I worked for the biggest tech company in the world, and we're in a world where we have more tools accessible to create at a rampant speed, and there's more music in the world than anything, but I still think historical context and being a mentor is important, rather than being a disgruntled, I'm getting old guy and everything's changing around me.
Yeah, I will say for sure that since I've known you, it's always kind of oozed out of you this mentorship feeling of kind of taking people under your wing. You've always kind of had that. I saw you with a few over the years, with a few students and stuff, and just you're so caring in guidance in the way that you do things. It's so beautiful to watch and to see, and I'm very much a big advocate of that as well. I'm about to turn 37 in about a month, but I've been doing this for a long time, and that feeling of wanting to give back and teach others, it is a big feeling. We're very similar in that sense. So I love to hear that, and I love the fact that you are pursuing that in that avenue as well. Kind of getting back to it. I haven't been in it in a while, and I've been itching to teach again
You know,
as well. So
and you had talked about this earlier. Like, I think you are a phenomenal DJ. One of my favorites here in town. But I was just talking about, like, building an arsenal, and part of that is like doing edits, doing re-edits and remixes, and I'm getting them back into dusting off the shelves, so to speak, and getting really heavy back into production. I am working on making some coursework content right now.
Oh, fantastic!
Taking my filmmaking and videography background as well, and trying to, I'm only one person, and I loved when we were working at the production school, but my intent is to make some evergreen content that hopefully will inspire others to like start making music, and I want to hear some Diggy Dutch edits too. So
oh man,
maybe
I need to start taking some courses and learn how to work this MPC that's behind me that I've only dabbled with a few bits. But that's so fantastic. Where can people find? Well, let's kind of hop back to the production company with you and Nicko. First of all, what's the name?
New Lexar.
New Lexar.
New Lexar Media. So NULEXAR Media.
Awesome.
.com
Eventually will be, but
we'll
end up putting that in the description. Links to those kind of things when they start getting started and kicked up. That's awesome. And then for the production and teaching elements, I'm always curious on how people execute these things to get them to people. So what kind of platform are you going through for that?
Yeah, great question. Part of like launching the Sunday session too was to like start getting some eyes on the YouTube channel that I've created, and I started doing some stuff during the pandemic, just trying to give back to the creative community, especially like, I had the security of working a day job and was able to have the luxury of working remote, but my heart and empathy was like with all the other musicians and the stages that are closed. So I started making like really kind of short content to try to educate people how they can keep connected with their fan base, stay creative, things like that. And then after, lockdown ended and we were back out into doing our things in the real world, I kind of let that dormant. Relaunched it with the Sunday session, but the intent is to start making some YouTube content that's also educational around music making.
That's fantastic.
So that's one place to keep your eyes, is like my King Khary YouTube channel. You will start to see some more like educational music production, historical context stuff around music history, but eventually that will then lead up to me making full evergreen content with the launch of just my own King Khary's website too, as well as, I'm sure it'll be linked.
I love that, and we were kind of chatting about that when I was a guest on your show about kind of the route of going through, and I kind of spoke on it on the first episode here, on going through channels like YouTube, because I mean I think you've probably done it as well. I think all DJs have. We all went on Twitch, especially during the pandemic and lockdown. And it's accessibility. I always found it's difficult for people to access certain things that even to us it's kind of it makes sense. Just download this. And for like even for my parents, it's like, no man, they can watch this every week. They love watching it, and it's just and it's so easy. It's right on everybody's phone. So I love the fact that you're doing it in a really accessible way. It can be very difficult. We spoke about this a little bit earlier too, on how we deal with copyright infringement and things like that. I mean, we're still both figuring it out and finding these little ways. So I'm excited to see maybe some tips and tricks from you on kind of roundabout ways of how we do this and how it can be done in a great manner, giving credit to artists that are out there of music that we're using of theirs. But also allowing us to spread that content and spread that love of that music all around the world.
Yeah.
It's a tough thing to fucking do.
Well, and so I'm so glad you kind of brought that up because a recent fascination too, and like I think I'm not by any means the expert to speak on all the legal aspects, but with music being more accessible, when more people in the history of music making music, I do think that there's we should value ourselves as creatives too, and part of like where a lot of us get kind of pushed to the wayside is our lack of understanding of business and like the legalities
Absolutely.
of things like that. So I kind of feel like obligated to like help others like navigate that too. That's why like talking about the copyrights stuff, and at the same time none of us want to have claim or rights to earning any money off the backs of like other people that have made beautiful music.
Yeah.
But we do, in your profession and mine, we are still providing a service and making people happy and uplifting. Hopefully we're here bringing up your vibe today.
Yeah, picking up those Wednesday vibes, man.
Yeah, and that is something I do want to like immerse myself more into, and if it's not me, bringing other people that can kind of uplift the community too, and understanding what to do to like you and I have gotten together a couple of times these past couple of weeks, and we're talking about the not so fun stuff like taxes and like and all that's important.
And you're right. It really is with. I mean, I've been doing this around roughly 16 to 18 years, roughly. But yeah, the toughest thing for anybody coming in, and I've tried to mentor and give my guidance, as I know you probably have as well. But to young artists, artists, DJs, musicians, anything, and kind of learning from our faults and where we've fallen. So I think it's a really admirable and a really great thing to do that you're doing, and it's going to inspire me to do more and hopefully inspire others. But it's kind of like that reach one, teach one. Mm-hmm. And we have to kind of help each other out, especially with the legality with stuff and with music and then with contracts and understanding in my realm of things, in the gig world and DJ world, understanding, your contracts with these owners if you have them, understand what your kickback is, understand the limitations that are happening with something that you're signing. With artists, these small labels, sometimes you got to really read that fine print. I know of an artist that kind of got screwed by a small, tiny label out in Houston, and he was a young kid, probably maybe 17, and they couldn't get out of that contract, and it didn't help. So I love the talking about the nitty gritty stuff that's not really that fun. I enjoy it because I just love learning about that and trying to better myself and give that knowledge to others.
And you know what? Like, there's this school of thought that there's no money in music and stuff. And while it can be a tough journey, no doubt, just like being an entrepreneur of anything, the minute you start looking at being your own business person, entrepreneur, then you do have the not so clear journey path, but there is things to be had. And one tried and true example of that, like we just talked about how music is more accessible to most people. Have you heard about that dude that the TikTok artist that Sony just sued for $850,000?
Oh, I want to say I saw something on. Tell me a little bit more about it.
So I cannot remember the artist's name, but if you're on TikTok, you definitely have heard this song, and it's a rapper. He basically sampled something, and it was from a sample CD, which is also...
Yes, I did hear about this. Yes.
And Sony filed a lawsuit against him for $850K, and that is the fascinating thing, right? Sony, this track has been up on TikTok for a while.
For a long time, yeah.
Sony intentionally, you can see in the case, are the number value that they have is because they were watching the growth on TikTok.
Yeah.
They were watching how many they didn't sue when he got the sample. Yep. they're looking at the analytics, they're looking at what's trending, they're looking at the monetary value in that, and then they're waiting because it's no longer a record label's world out here. We're in the world of DIY and people making music and releasing it, and then having the ability to globally touch people with even like like TikTok. Come on, it's like the shortest blip of like music. So I'm not saying that. Well, I guess it doesn't feel right, but
it is not. Yeah.
but it goes to show like the record labels are not, they're not dumb. They're using the law and doing it in the legal way to still get that paper and because they're not getting it in the traditional sense of the way that they used to.
The thing that I watched, I forget who it was by. I'm gonna try to find it and put it in the description if I can. Put a link there for y'all. But yes, they spoke about it, and that was the really interesting thing is that yes, like you said, they allowed it to grow, and they waited for a certain point, and then they end up suing for this astronomical fucking amount. No, it's so that's why like a lot and getting a sample from a sample pack. If y'all don't know, pretty much a lot of the times when you're getting a sample pack, these are copyright free sounds most of the time, or and I've actually always kind of had that question, or this question that I'll follow up with, but they're copyright free that sound designers or producers make these things on their own, and they make these sounds. I have a good buddy of mine, Lottie Da. He makes he has a sound library that he makes. I don't know if he releases or does it like that, but I know he creates these things. So these people create stuff and release these sounds that you can use and sample. But I've always wondered that it's funny enough that this lawsuit happened. I always wondered that if I use a sample from a sample pack, but it's the same thing that say Metro Boomin or a big producer use, and now that's technically copyrighted to them. Now can I get sued? But it was a copyright free piece. It's super weird, and the weaving of all that is really insane. In all honesty, that's why when I was doing production before I ever started DJing, once I started learning about legalities, I was like, no, I'm good.
And that's the thing is like you have to learn in order to know what you can and can do legally to swim in the sea, and like there is. And I think a lot of producers and musicians have realized that there is money in marketing sample packs, and that is something that I think every business should know. Like when a lot of musicians and producers think about selling their work, they think of only the consumer in mind, and really, if you're looking to increase your earnings and revenues, then you should be thinking about selling to a business. That's usually where, businesses are going to constantly have gears turning where they have to keep their business running, and it doesn't stop, and there's never a time where they're not going to need music. And I think that's where we kind of like limit our mindset sometimes of only selling to consumers, and that's exactly why the sample game has taken off.
Yeah, it's a great point.
However, there is different use cases and limited licenses and use cases for sample packs. Like there are labels making sample packs like right now. Like I think I downloaded the OK Player sample pack with like Questlove and like other.
And there's also a website. When I was doing some research on the MPC-1, I saw a lot of great things on YouTube and great tutorials and great people that kind of walk through it. But there's a website literally it's like you pay for the copyright.
Tracklib?
Yes, Tracklib. There it is. Thank you.
Yeah.
Check out Tracklib. Very, very cool on kind of what they're doing. Their library is pretty large as well, which is really, really dope. So it's interesting to see now in 2024. I was making music and dabbling with it. I started this in 2015, so probably around 08, 09. So it was very different then, obviously, and so it's beautiful. It's beautiful to me to see more accessibility, but with things like this happening and this lawsuit, it's like, fuck, did we just take I felt like we took all these steps forward, and now we're just getting thrown back again.
Dude, like, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's also like we have technology accelerating rapidly, more music and people creating music in the history of music, and then we have resources like that come out of this, like TrackLib, that's amazing. I think like you and I were hanging out DJing the other day, and I had mentioned like Bob James because you played like a cut from him, and I just played a record.
Yeah.
And he's like one of my favorite like multi-instrumentalists, and I think he's part of that library. He's known as one of the most sampled like musicians, and a musician's musician. He plays various instruments, but you can hear throughout the history of hip hop like a lot of his stuff in it. And he made some of his catalog accessible on TrackLib, which is amazing. I can't imagine.
That's what I was going to say. I thought, because from one of the things I've heard, not to interrupt you, but the things I've heard about him is that he's very pro being able to be sampled, like for people to use it. So that's great.
So that's amazing. Like, because now the gates are open for people to release music, regardless of where you are. I also think that if we want to keep the culture of like hip hop and these other forms of music, even like drum and bass samples from a lot of break beats, like if we want these genres to stay alive, then we have to create a path for them to be. And the thing about these sample libraries is that you have to read what the license is for distribution, because they may be technically free to use, but limited in that distribution point. Like, okay, this is free to maybe use on your little videos on YouTube, but now are we sending it to like a Billboard chart-topping track, and it's going to be listened? There may be a little bit of due credit.
That's crazy. Yeah, it just the rabbit hole goes deep. So I wanted to hop back really quickly. You were talking about kind of how can I say it? Making it accessible to people, giving a platform to people, and kind of speaking on that. I've heard whispers that you have some guests in the lineup for the show.
Yes. So, and again, thank you for blessing me as the first guy. It was an honor to have you.
Thank you. Honor for me. I loved it.
And, I think, like I said, the onset start of Sunday session was just like for me to document my journey. It was like it was a little selfish for me, and not selfish in a negative way. Just this was me. I know I work in creative media content. I wanted to hold myself accountable, document the journey. But as I started like posting more episodes, having you on, I just started having people reach out to me, and not only was it the light bulb went off where it was like, whoa, this is a little bigger than just me. This is like like I said, it's a love letter of DJ and the DJ culture and my city and the amazing musicians and DJs that come out of this city, Austin, Texas. So as I started like really just like stretching my arms and kind of embracing that community again, I realized just all the relationships of the amazing musicians and DJs I met over my 20 plus years of being in the game. And I've started to I kind of had to take a little pause because I'm putting a lot into the value of making it look great, the cinematic quality, all that. It takes a lot of work. Like me and Diggy are saying, just to do the stream takes work.
The amount, I'll say this about it, man, the amount of work that these guys are doing in post, and what y'all are doing is so artistic and so film-esque is what I love about it, the way you're trying to tell the story. It's something I'm looking forward to trying to achieve eventually. Doing a live streaming and doing This Way Live for me is the easier, more kind of compact way that I'm able to do it with my time frame that I have at the moment. But I still aspire to do what y'all are doing. So kind of a little background. I mean, we did two or 3 days of shooting. Doing intro B-roll for things of me and in the way of introducing. I think I will tell you this. I think I watched the intro to that Sunday session at least 50 times. It's awesome. My favorite thing. The way you introduced with the coffee and things like that is just so beautiful. And I hate using the term cinematic because it's overused. But it has just this kind of cinematic feel. of telling a story, and I really love that. So I can understand having to take a pause sometimes. It's a lot of work that these guys are doing for this show, and it's just it comes out amazing. I'm loving the way it looks, and I'm super excited for the future of it.
Yeah, and that, I mean, you kind of helped us give birth to that theme or that concept that I have. Like I said, with Sunday Session, the intent is to be a love letter to the art of DJing. So the theme that I came upon that's important, more than just the weekly mix set, is to make a cinematic sequence that gets you into two things: my obsession with coffee, and then the personality of the DJ that I have on as a guest, who they are. And sometimes it doesn't come to me until after we've taken some time to hang out and mix. So generally, like what I found, like I've already recorded 3 additional episodes with some special guests. I'll probably have the next one up this coming Sunday, but in that time that I'm like having fun mixing, and that's the other selfish part and awesome part about it. I get to like not only do mix, but chop it up with some of, in my opinion, the best DJs in our town, and like get a little piece of them as well that I get to take. But the idea is to show like even the little 30-second little segment.
Yeah.
Get you into the mentality of their personality and who they are as a DJ. And the reason why that's so important to me, we all know that meme that's been cycling around of the girl that's like, what the fuck does a DJ even do?
Yeah.
Right? Well, that's what I want to show you. Like, we are not Spotify algorithms.
Facts.
We are not just making a playlist and pushing play. We're putting our passion and our upbringing of being an internal mental jukebox of what we hear. Yeah. We're taking input from the world of music and outputting it with our essence, right?
I think that's what I enjoyed the most, and I think that's probably what inspired the most about this is having those conversations during that day, and then kind of allowing like you. A lot of the times when I've done things, and I give big credit to you and Nicko, is that a lot of times when I've done guest sets, it's kind of just I'm there, I'm out. Mm-hmm. I'm in and I'm out. Mm-hmm. In and out. You know, we have conversations off camera. So the really cool thing, and that's what inspired a lot of this, is you talk about what you're playing while you're playing it, and it really inspired me when I was there to kind of do the same, and it kind of just came out naturally, and I was like, man, I got to do that back at home too. But I love that you're trying to highlight the personalities of us. Because we're all very different, for sure. I mean, everybody's different in who they are, but as DJs, you know, we all kind of get put in this box of they're kind of like this or they're kind of like this. I love seeing people's personality the most and hearing them speak and talk about those tracks, because sometimes it does feel, for me, very performative. I'm here to perform, do it, and go. Mm-hmm. So when people want to know a little bit more about myself or how this inspired, that always gets my brain working more. So I love the fact that you're creating a platform. You and Nicko are creating this platform to highlight these people and highlight these artists. I'm really, like I said earlier, I'm really excited to kind of see what you got going with it, or how it develops in the future. Before we close this out, I got one more. Where do you have anything? We talked a lot about the interwebs and kind of how people can find you on there, and kind of a lot of things you and Nicko are developing, or yourself is developing as well. And so my question is, where can people find you, or what do you got cooking up in IRL, in real life?
Good.
In this real feel of things. This is all real.
Shout out all the greenery.
Yeah.
I think the easiest way to just keep up with me right now is my socials. So I'm sure you'll have it linked in the description.
Yeah, I have it linked in. Yep.
I committed to trying to deliver content regularly to my YouTube channel. So along with the weekly Sunday Session guest mixes, you'll see some more music. Educational content around music production, historical context. I'm also just getting into. I think speaking to the way that we receive and get content. It's important that to me that I deliver it in that a platform in a fun, engaging way. So I'm working on short form content like for TikTok.
Nice. Oh
and
yes, that's right.
Stuff like that. But my Instagram is the most active as of right now, and my YouTube. But
And are you doing a live show every Sunday?
Every Sunday will be the Sunday sessions. Those are pre-recorded, but
Yeah.
every Saturday.
Saturday, that's yes.
I'm also just launched a Saturday brunch at Double Trouble.
Yes.
Shout out Double Trouble. They're a dope coffee bar restaurant spot with the dope backyard hangout area right off of North Loop here in Austin. And if you just see it from the facade of North Loop, you wouldn't realize how much like space they have in the back as a good like hangout area. When it's a beautiful day out in Austin, there's a little play area for the kids. So I aptly just titled it Backyard Beats.
Nice.
I'd probably post a little promo on it here today, and love to have you come through too.
Yeah,
and
fantastic. That's awesome. So, and that's every Saturday around what time?
Saturdays right now. I'm still actually playing with the times, so
Okay.
Love to have you guys there. But 12 to 4 is right now what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Trying to do that like brunch time there in the middle of Saturday. And we're in spring, so hopefully it'll sit right with the great weather and people just hanging out and having a good vibe.
So make sure y'all make y'all's way to Double Trouble on Saturdays between 12 and 4. Make sure y'all follow Khary on the socials. I'll have everything kind of linked in the description. And as more things develop and links are created, we will be sharing those with y'all.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed it today. I hope you did too, and really enjoyed hanging out with Bruce and Isley here at the crib.
Shout out Bruce.
Yeah, before we go, you got anything, any last words for anybody?
This shit's important. Like that we it keeps us sane, and hopefully it is uplifting you guys and helping you guys stay up and stay positive out there, and just keep into, man. Keep into. I have some stuff coming.
Fantastic, man. Well, thank you again. I love you, Khary.
Man, you
and
too, bro.
It's always a pleasure to hang out with you and to talk with you. We could just talk for hours and just go through fucking rabbit holes all day with things. So I'm gonna play another track off of Sonny the Sudliners, and that'll be our day. But thank you for tuning in to Rush Hour Rhythms every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Live stream. I have a guest next week. We have the one and only RLE. He'll be coming in and doing his fucking thing. So we're gonna have some fun and some interviews with him as well. But yeah, man, peace. We love y'all.
Peace. Take
Check
care.
y'all later.